You guys ever been driving home from work on a late night or leaving school on a rainy afternoon or even a sunny afternoon? And a classic rock song comes on that radio and it just wows you, it takes you away. You just have to sing to it, you have to jam out, you have to play the guitar solo, play the drum solo. Have you ever wondered why you feel this nostalgia? Why you feel the need to rock on? Why it invokes memories and passion? It's because classic rock is true. The purpose of this speech is not to persuade you to like classic rock. It's not to tell you that classic rock's superior. It's me simply stating that music today is dying. The music industry is falling apart. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I don't sit here and do extensive research. But classic rock is something to me that's passionate. I've been collecting vinyl records for years. As long as I can remember, honestly. But music's more than that. The music industry's dying. My first point that really kicks this off is the fact that today's music has no meaning. Today's music does not have the raw passion that these bands put into work. The work, the concept albums, the rock operas, the ballads, it does not compare. When you're at a football game and you hear Journey's Don't Stop Believin', you sing, and you forget about your troubles for that brief second in that football game. But if a rap song came on, you feel the hype. You feel the hype and you feel it, but you're still there. You're still grounded in your reality. And classic rock takes you away. Yes, I love rappers. I love Post Malone. He's probably one of my favorite musicians today. But his music to me doesn't compare to the Beatles or Pink Floyd or the Rolling Stones for that matter. And it's just these people took time and dedication to write a song that told their story, that told about lost love and memories that they once had. And you don't see that in today's music. It's about things that are popular today. It's about things that will make money. That's a perfect segue into my second point, which my second point being that the music industry of today is a money-making machine. And of course it was back in the 60s and 70s, but the artists were not going into it thinking, I'm about to make millions. I'm about to become someone who can party all night and not worry about tomorrow. Musicians back in the day, they actually sat down and were like, how can I change things? Bob Dylan, the famous folk hero that I'm sure many of you probably don't even know about. Bob Dylan wanted to change the world. He was that alt. He was that subculture. He wanted change. He was tired of the injustices of the government and the Vietnam War, and he wanted change. Take, for example, the Beatles. Their song Help, that John Lennon put every ounce of his desperation in the song, letting people know that he himself was a human who felt human emotions and who needed a release. He needed someone to be there for him. Today's music, you hear murder, drugs, partying. Of course you had drugs and partying and murder back in the 60s and 70s. But they did that because it was their passion. They partied, and yes, they made money, but it was part of their passion. Musicians today sit down, what's going to make me money? What's going to make me rich and famous? And that's all I'm saying. The music industry of today simply cannot compete with the music industry of the 60s and 70s. Because you no longer have bands like Led Zeppelin who put out beautiful love ballads. You no longer have bands like the Rolling Stones who know how to put down that blues kind of beat and just rock the audience because they want to. You don't. You have musicians who go and they're like, I'm going to make as much money as humanly possible. Now, like I said, the purpose of this speech is not to convince you that your music's bad or that my music's better. It's just to simply let you know that the music industry is falling apart upon itself. It simply cannot carry its weight any longer. But like I said, you've been thinking about these songs, you've been riding home and jamming out to them your whole life because of your parents, because of your mom and your dad. And that's what makes these songs beautiful, is they carry on forever. My final message to you guys is, don't let the music industry tell you how to sing your song. It's yours. Now go sing it.